I am Christopher Moore, and this is Thursday, January 9th, 2025 at 9:18 a.m. This week's nouns, this is week number 2 in the year 2025, are a theme. The theme is Private Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia. I had this idea because on August 29th, 2024 nouns, 3 of the nouns were from the United States Department of Commerce. Internet Routing Security, Internet Capital Summit, and the 2022 What is Made in America report. For me, PIF lately in the last 2 years, 3 years, is with Gray Norman's Live Golf, L-I-V, Live Golf, Live Golf. So I'm going to start with something from, I'm pretty sure it's a British magazine, Golf Monthly. And it's an interview with the man, Martin Slumbers, who resigned as Chief Executive Officer of the Royal and Ancient. It was reported by Michael Weston on the 23rd of November, 2024. Some of the things that he talked about, the general health of the game is good. The game is less reliant on stars. He no longer believes the game's biggest stars are the main drivers of interest in the sport. And I'm assuming he didn't mean financial interest, just general interest. The Open, the British Open, is in a good place. Merging of the Royal and Ancient with the Ladies Golf Union, and the British Open not returning to Trump Turnberry while President-elect Donald J. Trump is president. The new executive for the Royal and Ancient is Mark Darbon, and he was with London Olympics 2012, and then an expert advisor with the International Olympic Committee between 2013 and 2016. The first noun takeaways from the RNA Chief Executive, Martin Slumbers' exit. The second noun is from Google's own AI overview. The Public Investment Fund, PIF, of Saudi Arabia has a significant stake in Saudi Aramco, one of the world's most profitable companies. The PIF owns 16% of Saudi Aramco. The Saudi government owns 82.2%. The main takeaway, I'm not sure about main takeaway, a fact is that the PIF increased 4% of increase in Aramco each in the last 3 years. The goal to diversify the economy of the country of Saudi Arabia. When I think of that, I think of where I grew up. I grew up in central Pennsylvania, Middletown, Pennsylvania, Livertown, Pennsylvania. I worked at an amusement park, Hershey Park. My brother played youth hockey for Hershey Bears Youth Hockey. We went to the American Hockey League, Hershey Bears. A friend of the family's, they have a son older than me and a son the same age as my brother. He went to the Milton Hershey Boys School, which is now coeducational. It's Milton Hershey School for Children. Proceeds or profits from Hershey Foods pay for that school because Milton Hershey and his wife could not have children. This is 2025. I don't know the year, but there was, I don't like the word controversy, there was talk about another company buying Hershey Foods. And it's hard to imagine another company. It wasn't necessarily Cadbury. And it was about Hershey Foods diversifying their stock portfolio. So they had, so the Milton Hershey School would not be affected by it. Do you want to give me every word to say? Did you grow up in Hershey, Pennsylvania or central Pennsylvania? Then you don't know what I'm talking about. The same thing I read in 2018 or 2019 here in Minnesota in Hennepin County. Bremer Bank and the Otto Bremer Trust. Diversifying the economy. The next noun is from AP, Associated Press, written by John Gambro, March 7, 2024. The Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman decision comes as the kingdom is trying to build a series of mega projects and invest in sports. The country's sovereign wealth fund, known as the Private Investment Fund, or PIF, has been a key element of Mohammed's plans, known as Saudi Vision 2030. You know, I'm not sure if it's the goal or not, is with the war between Russia and Ukraine, and oil prices, gas prices. I'm not sure if they have shale, SHALE, in Russia and Ukraine the way in Alberta, Canada, and I think North Dakota, South Dakota, here in the United States. Different, something other than oil, but energy. Gambler's reporting. That came off the back of energy prices rising after Russia launched its war on Ukraine in February 2022, with sanctions limiting the sale of Moscow's oil and natural gas in Western markets. The next noun from Golf Business, and that's GULF. Saudi Arabia's PIF acquires 15% stake in Heathrow Airport. ARDIN and PIF will acquire 22.6% and 15% respectively of FGP Topco for a total of $4.12 billion. And I'm not sure if that's British pounds. This is reporting on December 15th, 2024. And it's https://golfbusiness.com. The next noun comes to this week's Nouns video from Bloomberg. Abu Dhabi's Mubadala tops Saudi's PIF with $29 billion in deals. This is from last week, January 2nd, 2025, reported written by Matthew Martin. Mubadala was the world's most active sovereign wealth fund last year, as it wrapped up deal-making across everything from private credit to artificial intelligence. Mubadala deployed $29.2 billion in 2024. Coincidentally enough, the year I was born, Valentine's Day, 1967, that was 67% more, my last name, more, M-O-R-E, than a year earlier. The next noun is a document from Vision 230 and a 5-year strategy plan or a 5-year strategic plan public investment fund program. Obviously, this is 2025. Will there be another 5-year strategic plan, 2026 through 2030? Will it still be in line with Vision 230? And an update on the 8 strategic pillars and 13 sectors. Not an update. We don't use the word update. What is the status of the 8 strategic pillars and the 13 sectors? The next noun is from the Financial Times. China's ties with Saudi Arabia buoyed by green tech. I liked this because it was reported by 4 reporters with additional reporting by a 5th reporter. Edward White in Shanghai, Chen Ling in Hong Kong, Ahmed Al-Amran in Jeddah, and Alex Irwin-Hunt in London. December 3rd, 2024. China eclipsing the kingdom's traditional investment partners, the US and France. Many of the Chinese deals have yet to show up in official Saudi figures, indicating the capital has yet to be deployed. Obviously, I have had greater interest in the US-China Business Council, and obviously, as an intern and membership director for the Corporate Council in Africa between 2004 and 2006 in the United States of America, in Washington, D.C., I am familiar with a little bit with China and how they invest in the continent of Africa. Not invest, infrastructure, because what do they need in China? Energy. Nice. Six royal blue circles. Again, this is from the Financial Times last week. December, last month. Important words. EW Partners, FTSE, Saudi Arabia Index. The PIF signed a memorandums of understanding worth a total of $50 billion with 6 of China's biggest state-owned banks. Is that US dollars? US dollar and sovereign bonds in 3 years. The 4th Royal Blue Circle, broader international use of the Chinese currency. The 5th Royal Blue Circle, the word PETROYUAN. And the 6th Royal Blue Circle, quote, go beyond oil, end quote. Additional reporting by Wenji Ding in Beijing. The last noun this week in the theme of Saudi Arabia's private investment fund. Which sporting events is Saudi Arabia hosting in 2025? This is from alarabia.net, a Saudi television channel. And this came in a Google alert. I get a Google alert every day, or just about every day, with news from the Saudi private investment fund. This was on Google alert January 6, 2025. There are 16 sporting events scheduled to be in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in 2025. The 3 that I'm not sure the adjective, other events in 2025. Olympic esports games. Islamic Solidarity Games. Saudi Games. And I'll end with something from October 4th, 2024, an opinion piece. And I do not know who wrote this opinion piece. It was in The Economist. Time for Live, golf's Saudi-funded rebel tour to drift into obscurity. As a golfing experiment, it has failed. I agree 100% with that headline. Professional golf in the United States of America for the men is the PGA Tour, not Live Golf. There should not be a merger between the PGA Tour and Live Golf. Any golfers that left the PGA Tour to play on Live Golf should be able to return to the PGA Tour, provided they can meet all of the things that you need to meet as a member, including anti-doping. I would like to see Live Golf go out of business and cease operations by my birthday, February 14th, 2025. Being my 58th birthday. At 15 minutes and 39 seconds at 9:34 in the morning. Again, I am Christopher R. Moore, the more you know.